I've been using Cursor AI in my software engineering job for a whole year, and you should too. I'll show you how. Go to the Cursor website, that's cursor.com, and download Cursor for free. Now, Cursor is a paid tool that goes with $20 a month, but you do get a pro 2-week trial. Do that. Once that's done downloading, we want to unzip the installer and run it. Go through the installer to get it installed and then open Cursor. Now, if you've used VS Code before, there'll be an option to import all your extensions and settings from VS Code. Do that. If you haven't used VS Code before, this is more or less what you'll see. Then you can click open a folder and then open the folder where you want to create your first project. I've created a folder right here. Now I'm going to give you a demo which will show you the basics of how to use Cursor. So the first thing we'll do is we'll create a new file and call it test.js. And the first really powerful feature of Cursor that you can access through Command K on Mac or Control K on Windows. That basically lets you write a prompt that will make the AI generate some code for you. So we're going to use this prompt. Write me some code that will ask the user to input 2 sentences through the console and output the 2 concatenated sentences. We're going to hit generate. And there it goes. Now we're going to accept this. Now we have our code ready. I'm going to run this with Node in the console by typing in node test.js. Enter the first sentence, second sentence. There we go. First sentence, second sentence. Beautiful. The other thing to note, if there's something that you're not happy with this code, you can always press Ctrl Z and it'll go back to this. And you can write some follow-up prompts telling the AI change this or do that and then hit accept. And then it will regenerate the code with your instructions. All right, another really cool feature. Let's say I wrote some code and I forgot a bracket or something of the sort. Let me run this. Okay, now I'm getting an error. Let me move myself out the way here. There's this debug with AI button. If you press it, it will literally help you debug the code. It says the error message indicates a syntax error on line 12 of your file. Specifically, it's missing closing parentheses. Here's how you can fix it. And you can literally click the apply button right here. It will show you this is what I'm changing. This red is being removed and the green is being added. I'm going to go ahead and accept that. Let's run it again. There we go. Now it's running. Really cool. All right, so the AI wrote some code for you. That's great. But what if you want to make some changes and you don't understand the code? You can hit this new chat button. By the way, to pull this up, you can just click this button, toggle AI pane, and then say, please explain this code to me. Now there it goes, explaining the code to you, telling you what each part does. And you can chat back and forth to it. So if you don't understand what an async function is, you can ask it, what's an async function? And it will tell you. It's a really cool way to be able to understand exactly what you're looking at. It's like having an expert there with you all the time. All right, so let's do one more thing here. So let's say I wanted to build a UI to actually show all of this to the user. I'm going to go ahead and create a new file, call it index.html. And what I'm going to do here is press Command K again or Control K if you're in Windows. And I'll say, build me a pretty interface that will implement the functionality of, and you can say at, and then you can reference a file. So I'm going to reference test.js. And there it is, the same code that's right here. And you can reference multiple files in your chat. Really powerful. I'm going to hit generate. Let me close this up here. And now it's creating the code for me. Once again, you can add follow-up instructions here if you want to change some stuff or if something doesn't look right. I'm going to go ahead and hit accept here. I do have Live Server installed. That's this extension right here, which essentially lets me click this Go Live button and it will run whatever is in my index.html file in that project folder. So let's test this out. Test sentence 1, test sentence 2, concatenate. There we go. Let's change this to 4. Beautiful. And that's done. Now, I know this was a really simple example, but I do want to point out that we got this set up in literally seconds, which is super powerful. Super, super powerful. Now, if you've had a cool app idea but never really had the skills to implement it, you're going to want to check out the video currently on screen, where I show you another really powerful feature of Cursor that will help you bring this idea to life. Adios.